Alright, so now that we are at the final step, the last step for us is going to be to do the account setup. So this should take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. What you're going to do is you're going to go down here and create your broker account. So what is a broker account? Broker account is basically just like if you were to buy a home, right? You have to go through a broker. You can't do it yourself. You have to have someone who is involved in the market. So what a brokerage is what they do is they represent you in the market, right? Because in order for you to trade in the market, you would need to have millions of dollars. But we don't have that, right? So what the broker allows us to do is to trade through them, which in turn allows us to trade at smaller amounts, right? We don't have to have millions of dollars in order to invest. So the broker that I use is Trader's Way. Has great leverage. Leverage, by the way, means that you can have little amounts of money and be allowed to make a lot of money just from that little bit. And they're a great platform to use. I've never had problems. They always have great support. So what you're going to do is you're going to go here over to open a live account. And once you click open to live account, you put all your credentials here. You're going to leave this as is. When it says how did you hear about us, you can just put friend recommendation. Live account, leave this as is. MT4 ECN, leave this as is, US dollars. The only time that you would change this is if you are living in Europe, right? You would use euros because when you deposit into your account, you're going to be depositing in euros. If you're in Canada, you're going to be clicking this one, and if you're in Britain, you're going to be using this one. Alright, then you just click I declare, then you open your account. Now the only thing left for you to do is after you open your account, what you're going to have to do is verify your account. Okay, so to verify your account, it's going to ask you for 2 sources of documentation. It's going to ask you for it's going to ask you for an ID, and 2, it's going to ask you for some proof of residence, right? Because they have to report to the government. You know, of course, the government wants to make sure that you're not laundering, that you're not, I don't know, using drug money to put into Forex or something. So they want to verify your ID, right? So Trader's Way has to go through the government and verify your ID. So it typically takes 24 to 48 hours to get verified, but those are the 2 things that you're going to need. You're going to need a form of identification, and you're going to need some sort of proof of residence. Alright, so there's going to be another step later. I'm going to have maybe an additional video to show you guys how to submit that if you're having some issues, just to make it a little easier for you guys.